Alright, intro time. Hello everybody, Gear here with another Kerbal Space Program 2 stream. I mean, I promised in the last one I would do more KSP2 content, and a new patch just came out with a bunch of optimizations and fixes for the game, so this is gonna be real fun to see how all the issues they claimed have been fixed are fixed. Some of the ones we actually, some of the issues we actually struggled with on stream last time, so we won't have to deal with that anymore, which is real nice. Let's call this campaign, I guess, just Hello YouTube. And we'll just stick with Kerbal Space Agency and the default agency name. They also said they optimized the loading times for the main menu. Let's see how well that's been done. Wow, I got 5 people in the chat. Well, probably 4, because my phone counts as 1. Welcome. If it's your first time watching my content, feel free to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video and stream, that helps me out a lot. Because I think only a really small percentage of people who watch my videos actually like and subscribe. I've heard saying that actually helps, so we'll see. Holy cow, we got 8 people in the chat now? Dang, got a whole crowd. Alright, what should we do for our first mission? Also heard they tweaked the balancing on the Xenon engine, see how they did to that. Oh, they really nerfed it. Wow. It used to be 2 kilonewtons of max thrust in vacuum. Now it's only 0.2. That's kind of sad. They did raise the ISP though, so that's fair. They made it weaker, but last even longer. They reduced its thrust by like 90%. Oh, that's nice. The launch pad indicator there is always there. It's a little change they made. By the way, re-entry heating is still not added yet. Apparently that's supposed to come in much later in development because it's not even coming in the next patch after this one. Kinda sad, but oh well. Ooh. This is new. What is this? Oh, I see. Whoa, did they change? See, where am I seeing? Where's the CH4? Huh? It says CH4 here, but if I go to the... Is it the engine that has CH4 in it? No, it's got methane and oxidizer. Huh. Oh well. Oh, yeah, we don't even have a parachute. Can't forget that. Okay, that looks good. I wonder if they also tightened up the connections between parts. Because I do remember that being a problem. People said the issue, they named it flaccid rockets. Kind of funny, but accurate. There we go. Got our struts. Should probably strut between the different SRBs next. And there we go. Okay. Everything looks good. Maybe we should add some fins. There we go. Almost ready. Let's configure the staging. I think they added some new sounds for moving stuff around in the staging. That's nice. Alright, almost ready to launch. All we gotta do is move this down so that it's not so high up off the ground when it launches. Oh yeah. Maybe a little lower. Perfect. Let's call this Shit Fart 1. And let's launch Jebediah. Very cool. I think we're all ready to launch. Oh, no, let's move one last thing. Okay, now we're ready to launch. Saved. And launch. Oh, I love that increased speed on the loading there. Okay. I wonder if they tuned up the SAS control. It looks like they did, because it's not freaking out over here. Because SAS used to be pretty floppy. Let's begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I was counting wrong. Go! Whoa. About the same frame rate as last time. Oh, in the update they... Actually, I could post a link to the patch notes in the chat in a minute. But, they optimized a bunch of stuff, fixed a ton of problems with the game on the first launch. And, I think they changed some balancing on some of the engines and parts, is what they changed, /TMG. That's mostly what they did. Also, thanks for being the 40th subscriber. Optimization still isn't there yet. Clearly most of the frame rate's being eaten up by the terrain renderer. Remember it looking this cool. They changed the particles on the SRBs a little bit. Ooh, okay, they fixed that bug. There was a bug where separating objects from the couplers was inconsistent with its strength, so that's nice. Okay, we can lay off the throttle. We've already got an apoapsis out of the atmosphere. Probably should have brought stronger reaction wheels, but oh well. Oh wow, they did tune up SAS! See, normally with the SAS, or at least with the last update, there was like jitteriness on these control points from SAS. What's my specs? I'm running a 1660 Ti, GTX 1660 Ti for my graphics card, and a Radeon, or AMD Ryzen 7 4800H for my CPU. The uses 16 gigs of RAM. That's my specs, Yomano. If you want even more information about the computer I'm using, just look up HP Omen 15 laptop. And mine's like the EN series of that laptop. Okay, they changed that indicator. The crash indicator used to be something different. Oh, that's nice. They added a little arrow to point to where you're selecting on your trajectory. Okay, we're about 45 seconds from apoapsis. Let's time warp a little. So I want to start the circularization or orbit burn at like 10 seconds till. Frame rate's looking a lot better now that we're in space. As this game gets more optimized and fixed up, I'm definitely going to be streaming it a whole lot more on my channel. Heck, I might even get into daily streaming of this game if I really get addicted to it. My frame rate is 15 or 10 when I look at Kerbin. When I look away, my frame rate's like 40 or 50. It's just the planetary terrain renderer is very unoptimized at the moment. Which I think they're going to address that in the next patch. That was like their focus for this patch was major crashes and issues with gameplay. And then the next patch is like optimizations and fixes for the terrain renderer. Yo, thanks for subscribing, Yumano. You're the 41st subscriber? Yeah. Circularize. Ooh, okay, they overhauled the way the maneuver plan thing looks. That's nice. I like that. I've heard they've also fixed the issue where swapping between the map and the craft view messes with your trajectory and the maneuver plan. Thanks for subscribing, Robert Does Tutorials. Appreciate it. Oh cool, get in the game right now. I don't expect too much from the game yet, it's still in pretty early access. Although they did just make a pretty major fix to a bunch of issues. One of those issues, I think, was the little lights here on the burn timer. They fixed those not displaying in the right times. Let's see, we should start hearing the unique maneuver node theme. No maneuver node theme? Oh well. Oh, you're waiting for the update? There's the maneuver theme. Ah, shoot. We got a stage. There we go. Hey! Stable Kerbin orbit. Very nice. Looks like the maneuver was a couple meters per second off, but that's alright. Waiting for the update, hoping at least a few bugs are sorted. Dang. I've seen a lot of other people strand Kerbals on the Mun already. I think most of the reason people have that happen is because they forget that you really need a lot of fuel to leave the Mun. Speaking of the Mun, let's go there. We have like 2,000 Delta V extra. When you quick loaded stranded Kerbals. Ah, dang. The terrain collider must have broken by accident when the... Oh, yes! Finally! They added the lines inside the SOIs of objects. It used to just be those, like, increasing circles and decreasing circles. Now we've actually got the line connecting them. Perfect. That's gonna make optimizing my trajectories way easier. Yeah, look at that. That's perfect. I'm very happy with this update so far. Definitely worth the wait. I love the maneuver theme. Holy cow, we got 13 people in the chat. Welcome. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. Right now we're doing our lunar insertion burn, because we're gonna orbit the Mun and then come back. This isn't a lander, but... Hello there, 6. Is that 6 foot 650? He's one of my friends from high school. If that is him. Cool. Some people may say it's not really worth the 50 bucks yet, but I think it is. Oh, okay. Because one of my friends on Discord, his username is 6 foot 650. I thought it was you, but that's alright. Welcome anyway. Oh, looks like I already did. Perfect. Oh. I didn't complete the burn. Whoops. There we go. Burn complete. Cringe YouTuber, so am I. We're all cringe. We're all a little cringe. Jeez, you spent 350 pounds to play, just to be able to play KSP2. Yeah, I will say your investment will definitely pay off. This game is going to be amazing if they keep updating it at the rate they're doing it now. Alright, gonna enter the Mun's SOI. Now we get to hear the beautiful theme of the moon. Oh, what the heck? It looks like we're gonna swing around and then get another moon encounter, but it's having some trouble calculating where that's gonna be. Upgrading your PC, so I assume you have like an actual desktop PC. I'm running on a laptop, so upgrading this thing isn't really much of an option for me. It's a pre-built. Alright, let's get a bit closer to the moon here. Like a lot closer. Because it'll look much more cinematic if I do it that way. IdeaPad. I think I've heard that brand before. Isn't that mostly? I think mostly like doctors and medical professionals use that brand of computer. Or no, I'm thinking of ThinkPad. That's a different brand. Built your PC back in 2015. I'm hoping to someday get a job soon, and then start saving to getting a really powerful PC myself. I've got a future budget of like $2,500 for a top-of-the-line gaming PC, or at least close to top-of-the-line. Hoping to give it like maybe a 2060 Super or something like that. Pretty good GPU. Now we should start hearing the In Space Near theme for the moon. Yeah, there it is. I like how when you do the like movements on the nav ball, you actually see the Kerbal lean the directions you're trying to move the vessel. Like if I turn it to the left, you see Jeb lean to the left. If I turn it to the right, you see Jeb lean to the right. Kind of neat little feature. Content's gacha. Like gacha life stuff. I've heard of that. I've mostly heard that their community is really toxic. So I don't really associate myself with them. Just kind of leave them alone in their own business. Whoa! The frame rate's really good in the map view. But if I go to the vessel, it's actually still pretty good. 3040. It's bearable. Not a toxic community. I don't know, I've never really interacted with it too much. I've just heard a lot of hate about that community from other people. I try not to be controversial. Yeah, we don't have enough fuel to take off or land and take off this vessel on the moon, so we're just gonna head back. More efficient to do it right here. Yeah, because then we're gonna be able to reduce the Kerbin orbit, resulting Kerbin orbit from this lunar escape. It's too bad it doesn't let you view that. Oh wait, yeah it does. There we go. Ah, there we go. So that little lock thing now works. That's nice. Nice little quality of life feature. Ah, dang, it looks like I kind of hit the limit or something, because it's not letting me reduce. Not letting me reduce it anymore. Alright, well. Guess I'll have to manually adjust once I leave the sphere of influence of the mun. Ugh, start that over. So this KSP2 update, they fixed a bunch of patches and or fixed a bunch of errors, crashes, bugs, and major issues with the game on first launch. Like one of them that was a pretty big one was sometimes a decoupler would stay attached to engines that had fairings enabled. Heard they're going to add more solar system. Yeah, they're going to add 2 new solar systems to the game, or star systems. One of them is the Deb system, and the other one they haven't revealed the name of yet. And they have revealed some of the planets and objects in the Deb system in previous, like, devlogs. So they're probably going to add those once the game is nearing completion. Oh yeah, and multiplayer. I'm most excited for multiplayer. It's gonna be my favorite feature once that comes out. How did that burn go? Good enough. Alright. Let's leave the Mun's sphere of influence. Goodbye, Mun. See you later. A nebula while flying that looks like an owl? You mean in the, like, space thing? In the skybox? I haven't noticed. I mean, there's a nebula that looks like the galaxy that Kerbal is in. Okay, let's see how effective an adjustment burn would be right here. Yeah, retrograde's probably what I want. Okay, did I lock that? Yeah, I did. Alright. That's good. 258. Burn in 4 minutes. PS4 is having a seizure next to you. Dang. Yeah, I bet PS4s would be will really have trouble running this game until it's optimized. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Kerbal peeking over the edge of Kerbin. Very cool. Maneuver complete. Periapsis of 25 kilometers. Ooh, time warping a bit fast there. Alright, entering atmosphere. There's currently no re-entry heating, so this is going to be pretty boring to look at. Guess I know, Paige. No, I don't want to try again. Hello? Oh, I have time warp going. Whoops. forgot that if you hit stage while time warp is enabled, it queues up your stage, and then when you turn off time warp, it does all of the queued up stage buttons you pushed. It's a little bit annoying, but get used to it. Plus, they might add a setting later on in development that removes that feature, maybe. Let's see, how long has the stream been going? Oh, about 30 minutes. It's a pretty good 30-minute mission there. Oh, there goes the drogue chute. Deploy the main chute once we reach about a kilometer from the surface. Hello? Main chute. Okay, I'm gonna have to manually deploy it. It didn't deploy in staging. Yikes. Looks like we're landing in the desert. I don't think I've been to Kerbin's deserts yet. They look pretty cool compared to KSP 1 deserts. Alright, let's get Jeb out. Whoa, camera's kind of freaking out because of the terrain. There we go. Planted a flag. You made that look easy. Very cool. There should be like a return to KSC button on here, I think. That would be nice. Instead you have to go open up the side menu and hit Kerbal Space Center. They have added autostrut actually. Pretty sure they have. Let me check. Holy cow, 21 people in the chat. Welcome everyone. I think this is the most people I've ever had on a live stream. Alright, let's see about the auto strut stuff. Just put down a couple fuel tanks for example. Okay, no, they haven't added auto strut. I was wrong. I lied. It's probably coming in the next patch or so. But I think they did say, like, in the patch notes, it said auto strut set to grandparent, parent, always. So I think there is auto strut, it just doesn't say that you have auto strut turned on in the game. Because they also, like, stiffened up the connections between parts. So there's no more flaccid rockets. Alright, next let's get... Let's actually deploy a probe. I think that would be fun to do. Deploy a probe around the Mun. Should do circular. Doesn't really fit the style of these. Oh, this is new. I think these are new. Frame rate on a runway launch pad, pretty bad. I'm running a pretty beefy laptop and I'm only getting like 10, 15 FPS. And that's with a smaller vessel. Ooh, those are some cool solar panels. Even bigger than the Gigantor. Alright, let's just do these. Yeah, pretty standard solar panels. Should probably add a propulsion method to this craft. Just gonna do a little liquid fuel engine. Ooh, okay, they smoothened up the controls on the fairings. That's nice. I have actually. They're the maneuver node or maneuver plan. No, trajectory, sorry. The trajectory when you enter the sphere of influence of another object is now displayed as a line between the two, like the circles that are increasing and decreasing in size on the SOI, which is really nice. I knew they were, I think that was a bug that wasn't displaying, but they fixed that bug, so now you can actually see where you're gonna pass the object you're encountering. That's one of the major things they fixed. Some other major things I've noticed is like they overhauled the UI here a little bit for the launch pad button here and the staging menu. They added this little bar that will expand all of the stages. And they overhauled some of the UI stuff for interactions on parts while in flight. Like they gave it this blue outline and black interior look instead of like almost debug looking thing. .3. I think I'm actually going to go with liquid fuel for the first stage. Good. Thrust to weight's still good. I wonder if they made it so you can split engines off in their groups now. Let's see if you can do that. Oh, if can I select only one of a? Okay, I selected two. Can I move them? I'm trying to remove two of these from their group so that I can have them stage 2 at a time instead of all 4. But it's not letting me separate one of these from their group. Guess I have to place them 2 at a time instead. Which kind of sucks, but oh well. What can you do? Oh, come on, it grouped it back into 4 anyway. Should be able to split them, though, into 2 and 2. There we go, okay. Perfect. Time for some asparagus staging. Okay, these 2 will feed... I did not mean to open that menu. No thank you, game. Okay, those 2 into those. These 2 into the core. Yep, okay. All 4 of these should start at the start. These will detach first, then those. Once those detach, this engine should start up. After that is getting rid of that, and then that. Okay, staging looks good. How did I copy paste? If you hold Alt and click on a group of parts, you duplicate it. Hey ROPB, asparagus staging's not fixed yet from what you read. Oh shoot, so it won't actually provide any advantage to do that yet. Dang. Okay. So I should just do onion staging then. That kinda sucks. Hopefully they'll fix that in a later patch. I know they did a bunch of work on optimizing the fuel flow system, which was a pretty major source of lag in the game. But there's still the lingering issue of the terrain renderer being really laggy. Game, I did not mean to open that menu, jeez. Parts manager is just too clingy. Oh my god. Get out of here. To be honest, the parts manager is like my least favorite GUI in the game. Kinda sucks. Okay, this looks ready to go. All we need is some launch clamps. Ah! Now symmetry broke. It's not letting me... There we go. Okay. 2 here. 2 here. Grab the whole craft and move it down. Nope. God. That's good. Alright, let's call this one Lunar Netflix streamer. Or Netflix. Yeah. Lunar Netflix streamer. It's gonna let me move this stage below this one. It's not letting me move it. There we go. Okay, everything looks good. What's asparagus staging? It's basically where you have a group of boosters around a solid core. Around a core where they detach in like a... What's the best way to describe it? They detach in kind of like a pattern where, in this case, these 2 would detach because the fuel is flowing from these into these, and then these would detach, and then the core would have full fuel still. Asparagus staging does work, you just have to build it manually. Holy cow! I just noticed we have 57 people in the chat. 57 people watching the stream. This is insane. Thank you everyone for watching. This game is just boosting the hell out of my YouTube channel. Oh, that's cool. The crafts in the workstations now show in the blueprint mode. That's actually pretty useful. So you can actually see what the workspace had in it more easily. Okay, I think this thing's ready to go. Just sticking with onion staging, because that's the only one that works. Well, that's kind of cool. There's a little computer chip thing for the view thing when you have a probe. Aw, come on. It incorrectly reported the thrust-to-weight ratio on those engines. No, vectors are too inefficient. I don't like using vectors for craft this small. What's my specs? I said them earlier in the stream, but I'm using a 1660 Ti graphics card and a Ryzen 7 4800H for the CPU. I think my CPU has 16 cores, 2 threads per core. So that's 32 cores total, including the threads. Look at the thrust weight ratio. Go by fuel. Yeah. I'm just gonna run. Because we're running onion staging, I can afford to run the middle engine. I also forgot to even place the fuel lines for onion staging. Oh, come on! The lag spike from the parts manager opening caused the fuel line to not connect properly. That is really frustrating. Ugh. Why is it so laggy right now? It takes 2 seconds to apply any connections of parts. Okay, move that one there. Does stage even have fuel selected? Yeah, it does. Okay. This should work. Yeah, I did. Okay, I did do onion staging. Try number 2. Why isn't SAS letting set? Oh, it's because we aren't even launched yet, probably. There we go. Much better. Try the asparagus staging with my next rocket. See if it actually does work as intended. So far the fuel flow seems to be working right. Is the center stage actually running out of fuel? Alright, they haven't enabled the ability to see fuel levels of tanks in flight yet. Kinda sucks. The onion stage worked. Center tank had full fuel when those came off. Alright, we can lay off the thrust right now. Yeah, it's kind of an annoying... Oh, shoot. What's going on? Oh. It defaulted to the wrong SAS control. It's not what I want. It's gonna do stability. Because we need a radial in or radial out? Radial in. Yeah, I do really miss being able to just right-click a tank and then see immediately to the right of it how much fuel is left in it. And then even being able to see like a resource delivery overlay. I bet they're probably going to add that and the resource delivery overlay in a next patch or so. At least I hope they'll do that. Okay. "96 people in the chat right now. Oh my god. Sadly no, Zolan. The patch did not really help with performance that much. At least that I can notice. It might be because my GPU is right just barely in the minimum requirements now, but... Yeah, I agree, Zolan. We need more people to like the stream. Got, like, the majority of the people watching the stream haven't liked and subscribed yet. Definitely go smash that like button. Oh shit, did I pass the... I did. Ugh. I passed Apple apps here. I gotta recover my orbit. There we go. Okay. Now we're looking good. Yeah, see, performance is really good once you're in space and not looking at a planet. So the main lag source so far is just... Oh, I didn't really do a efficient gravity turn because I don't really care that much. I over-engineered the hell out of this craft. I don't really care about efficiency because I've got tons of fuel to spare. Yeah, but it's not as bad as before. They've actually added kind of a Bezier curve thing to it where it will smoothen out a little more. I think the twitchiness is even in KSP 1, so you can still expect that. Fixed docking ports? I don't know, I haven't tested anything with docking ports, not even in the release version. I know they fixed an issue with docking ports where when you undock a vessel, you lose all control of both vessels. That was one of the major bugs they fixed. Yeah, that is one advantage to asparagus staging. It lets you gravity turn while you're staging. I mean, the SAS twitching can't really be... If it's like minor enough, you can't really consider it an issue because it doesn't really affect how it controls your vessel that much. It just visually makes the control surfaces flap a bit. Yeah, the Kraken claimed your lander. I've only had 1 or 2 Kraken attacks in this game so far. Been pretty lucky. There we go, circularized. I haven't tested that yet. We can test that later, once I get this probe in orbit of the Mun. That's my plan. Okay, let's do, I think right here is a good spot. No, maybe, okay, that's a way better spot. Perfect. Now I gotta wait 10 years for it to point on the maneuver node. I guess I'll check chat while I'm waiting for that. Kraken's liked spaghettification of your craft recently? Yeah. The only times I've been Kraken attacked is with the wings of a space plane while I'm trying to exit the atmosphere. Because I think it, like, gets really weird with atmospheric collisions and the wings when you get higher up in altitude. Yo, thanks for subscribing, Brandon Elliott. Much appreciated. Holy cow, I'm at 62 subscribers already. When I started this stream, my YouTube channel was only at like 39 subscribers. Almost doubled my subscriber count by streaming the game today. That's insane. Thank you guys so much. Yep, you can do that. You can pin those. I think that was another thing they fixed. You just have to hover over it and then hit this little lock icon in the top right. Yeah. It was a good call for me to start streaming right when the patch came out. Precise burn here. Ooh, overdid it a little bit. Good enough. Yeah, you can see the actual line where you're gonna go now in the SOI of another object you're encountering. This line used to not show up. And that was a bug. Thanks, Glenog. Thanks for subscribing. Glad you're liking the content. Some of my older content's pretty cringy because it's from me like a few years ago. So if you go back far enough in my channel's content, I'm like squeaky child who is obsessively talking about everything. It's pretty annoying. But I keep those videos on the channel for nostalgia's sake. Oh, come on. Let me create a maneuver plan. There we go. Okay. Capture burn. Oh, I should probably be doing this at the periapse. There we go. Okay. Point towards maneuver. Holy cow, I'm getting 70 FPS in the game. Best FPS I've ever gotten. Yeah, we do all have a YouTube past. Streaming to Twitch. Day job, yeah. I'm hoping to get a job soon, so I can start paying for cool stuff myself. Hoping to someday save up enough money to get top-of-the-line gaming PC. Because my current laptop's starting to hit limitations with modern games. Yeah, I'd say FPS is significantly better in space, but on planets you'll still expect the same FPS as before, because the terrain renderer is still horribly unoptimized. Oh, okay, clearly I need to add my specs to the description of the stream. Everyone keeps asking and I have to keep repeating it. I'm using a 1660 Ti graphics card and a Ryzen 7 4800H for my CPU, and 16 gigs of RAM. That's the power of my laptop. The CPU has 16 cores and 2 threads per core, so that's 32 processing cores. It's pretty good. It's been able to run every game I have so far at a decent or amazing frame rate. It absolutely crushes Minecraft. You're only getting 3 during launch? Dang. And you said you had a 3050, right? Was that you that said that? Yeah, 3050 Ti. $13,700. 3060 Ti, wow. 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM, dang. Must have costed you a fortune. At 6.4 megahertz, runs KSP 2, no problem. Yeah, those are crazy specs though. Almost no one's gonna have access to that kind of processing power. Dang, I way overdid this satellite craft. Okay, I got an idea. I'm gonna deorbit and then eject the stage so I don't create pollution around the moon. $3050 Ti put on a laptop. Yeah, that does limit it a bit. You'll probably thermal throttle pretty often. Alright, deorbit. Stage. And stage again. And then let's maneuver this thing away from the stage, and then prograde. Until I'm back in orbit. Oh yeah, they fixed that bug. You can terminate debris from this view and the tracking station, I think. That was one of the major bugs they fixed. 149 people in the chat. The numbers are only going up. This is awesome. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. Gotta say that because I want people to sub, because I'm going to be doing more of this stuff. Alright. Oh yeah, I should probably say my my storage specs. I think I'm running a I think mine's an M.2 to 1 terabyte SSD that's built into this laptop. 158 watching, 54 likes. Rookie numbers, people hit that. Numbers up, yeah. It's not that hard. All you gotta do, hit the little like button. I hate that the solar panel button doesn't work right yet. I have to manually click on them. There we go. Got the solar panels working. Cool. We're gonna have the Netflix streamer Lunar Netflix streamer satellite in orbit of the moon. No, Thomas Morius, they have not added career mode yet. That is quite a bit later in the pipeline for the game. Welcome to the stream, Solid. Welcome to the stream, Real Yellow. Hope you enjoy your stay. We're just doing some exploration right now. SpyCR, welcome to the stream. Yes, it is coming to KSP2. It's just later in the development. Right now, they're working on making the base game work really well. Then they're going to add science mode into the game. And then after science mode is fixed up and working, they're going to add career mode. Waiting for first patch launch. Seems okay to buy. Okay, time to buy. Download right now. So, yeah, take Zolon's advice with this one. It's still pretty new game, still pretty unoptimized and buggy. Although it is a lot less buggy since this last patch. I think we'll test out the asparagus staging now. I don't know, Ivory. I don't know if that bug got patched. You'll have to test that and find out yourself. Alright. Let's try out asparagus staging. See if it actually works. It's just going to be a basic testing craft. Let's call this craft. Asparagus. Yeah, go ahead, Wheezy. That'll be helpful for everyone else. Part attachment's working better. Yeah, I think so. The only issue is sometimes the game thinks you actually right-clicked, or right-clicked another part and opens the parts manager and freezes up your game for 3 seconds. That's the only gripe I've got with the build menu right now with the game. I think we'll go 4 Reliance. How'd you get the game? Steam is how I did. Patch was waiting for me to install an hour ago. Yeah, I got... Oh, you're asking someone else. I mean, I have the game through Steam. I don't know about everyone else here. Some people might have gotten it from their website. When I first got KSP 1, I got it from their website. Then later on I had bought it again on Steam. Kind of a waste of money, but it was worth it in the long run. Alright, let's see. All 5 engines on at once. Oh shoot, I forgot to split up the placement of these. Whoops. Because you have to place them on in a certain way to allow for asparagus staging. Kind of annoying. It's not too bad though. close the door to my room. There we go. Let's connect these together. Connect them together again at the bottom. And then connect them to the middle. Do the same thing for these. That went well. Let's read in chat real quick. 1.9 gigabyte patch. Pretty big patch. Okay, let's see. Asparagus staging. Let's see, where is... That's the back, that's the front, so it would be from right here. Let's do these tanks into these, and then these tanks into the core. Good. Now, we can put stabilizers on there. Good. I think that's everything. Oh, not yet. I still have to do the staging part. Did I do that right? Okay, I've got to do... Those go first, so these need to go here, and then the other ones go above. Nope, I messed that up again. Dang it. There we go, okay. All those fire, those detach, then that detaches. And that deploys. Okay, everything looks good. Asparagus. Oh yeah, can we have Wheezy, can you post the patch note link? Or is it not going to let you post links in the chat? Because that would be really helpful if you could do that for everyone else in the stream. No stages. Well, that's a lie. Okay, something broke. Because it's reporting no stages. Hello, weirdo YouTube. Playable. I mean, it depends on what your definition of playable. It eats links. Okay, let me see if I can post the link. Since I'm the stream host. Hang on. It's in my history. Because I was looking at it earlier. Oops. Did not mean to close that. Oh, jeez. Come on. Really? Firefox has to update right now. Poor timing, Firefox. Poor timing. There we go. That helps. Okay, let's see. History. Ads. KSP News. Developer Insights. KSP2 patch notes. Here we go. Copy the link and paste it. There you go. Go ahead and click that link and you'll be directed to the patch notes for the update I'm playing right now. I don't know why it's reporting. Maybe it's the Reliant engine's just glitched. Alright, let's try that instead. Yeah, no problem. Whoa, camera. Why did the camera go orbital? Capture, body, nope. Auto ground, there we go. Okay. Okay, good, it's detecting the stages now. It was just the Reliant engines bugged out. Here we go. 1, 0. The game auto updates to the latest version when you download it. For some reason, for me, it didn't auto install, so I had to uninstall and reinstall the game. Which was a little inconvenient, but I have fast internet, so it wasn't too bad. Oh, the staging looks like it's actually working. And these two engines are running out of fuel the fastest. Chat, welcome. Make sure to hit the like button if you enjoy the stream and subscribe if you like my content. My goal right now is probably to hit 100 subs. Whoa, actually we're at 93 subs, we're almost there. Huh, that's insane. Welcome to the stream, Big Blocka. Yeah, smash that like if you haven't, definitely. Okay. Let's do some adjustment here. I love the engine effects and sounds. They're so satisfying to look at. You know, I think this is a pretty good thumbnail right here. Maybe a bit closer. KSP 2 patch is out already. It came out at like 1 p.m. my time, which I'm in US Eastern Standard Time. Okay, it looks like the asparagus staging did not work properly, because a good portion of the fuel didn't, like 90% of the fuel didn't flow right. It did quite a lot. There are a lot of features that were completely bugged out and non-functional that they fixed. Like one of the best ones I like that they fixed was the sphere of influence line. Okay, I way overdid that. I way overdid that burn. That's alright, though. I'm just gonna bring Jeb, or Bill, right back to Kerbin after this. I don't intend on orbiting. Patched a lot, not just for your piece of shit laptop. Yeah. Some people are gonna run this game on their PC and cause their CPUs to implode. But, yep. It's absolutely based that people will play this game even if they don't have even the minimum specs. Mad respect to those people. Zaphod, welcome to the stream. The FPS has not been improved very much with the patch. The main focus was bug fixes and crash fixes for this patch. The next patch, I think, is an optimization pass. Alright, we're heading back to Kerbin. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I think they did try to fix, I don't know if they fully fixed the pumping sim once stuck bug, where the game gets completely stuck on that loading tip. Welcome to the stream, Michael Little. Yes, if you're on Steam, this game should auto-update to the latest patch. If not, you may have to uninstall and reinstall the game. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put my PC specs in the chat after I deploy the parachute here, so that people can just read that. I'm tired of saying it. I've said it like 5 times now for the chat to see. I hate this bug. There's another bug where parachutes don't deploy even if you push the stage button when you're on the parachute in the stage. Well, we are still falling very fast. Hope the parachute just still deploys. Parachute? Oh shit. Deploy. Deploy. Oh jeez. Parachute's cutting it real close. Oh. Bit of a rough landing for Bill there. Ooh, this is a really cool looking landscape. It's too bad it's ruining my frame rate. Got a bunch of cactuses and boulders sticking out of the terrain. It's nice. What was this vessel called? It was Asparagus. Ah, the animation broke because time warp. So now we got a little floating flagpole. Yeah, Bill's using the force to plant the flag. And now I can't control Bill. Great. Okay. Let's just, let's swap to the craft and then cover. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna post my specs in the chat real quick. think it's DDR4 RAM? Yeah, DDR4. It's like a really weird clock speed, like 2333 or something like that. And then 1 terabyte SSD. There's my PC specs. Should probably also pin the, oh, I can only pin one message at a time. Okay. That's fine. Been streaming for about an hour and a half now. Usually my streams go about like 2 or 3 hours. So maybe about halfway through the stream's duration. Unless I want to stream longer. Let's do something a bit more interesting now. Let's land on the mud and then leave the mud. Is KSP 2 going to be released on console? Yes. It's in the pipeline, but they've delayed it compared to the PC release. I don't know which consoles it'll release on first. I assume the more modern consoles will release it first. Yeah, loading times are a lot faster, Blue W. I do really appreciate that the devs made the loading times of the game much, much quicker. There's no room to fit the landing legs and the... Oh, what if I just put it on these? Could work. It's gonna look a little weird, but gives it a much wider landing leg thing. Actually, I might want to use these instead. So it gives more of a flat surface to attach the landing legs to. Yeah, that is better. Yeah, I do have, holy cow, 200 people! More than 200 people watching the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tuning in on the stream. Make sure to hit the like button if you like the stream so far, and subscribe if you like my content. Okay, I don't know if that's even going to be enough there. I need a stronger engine to use the Terrier. Okay, now I need to use local and rotate these slightly this way. There, perfect. Probably want to move them down a little too. So that the engine doesn't scrape the terrain too much. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, it is crazy stars. I think people who are tuning into this as a VOD instead of the stream will be able to see the chat replay. So that'd be nice, that people can see what everyone's been typing to me so I don't sound crazy talking to myself. The voices. Probably also going to need a power source for this lander. Let's maybe do some of these, because these are cool looking. No, that's more like for probes. Let's do these. Maybe we'll make them retractable, because that's going to be practical. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, it is common. Stars streams do really fluctuate in viewership. Dang it. I hate it when that happens. It, like, unselects what you're trying to modify. There we go. Okay. Move this up to, like, maybe right here. And close the fairing right there. Ah. Okay. How about here? Ugh. Hate how picky it gets. God, how far? Okay, it's not colliding with the top, it's colliding somewhere else. It must think... Oh no, it is colliding, I see it now. Whoops. It's colliding with the landing legs down here. The Kerbals make screaming sounds mid-flight. No, I don't think so, but you can see them screaming in the little, like, top right preview thing. If they're freaking out. Okay, is it gonna be happy with this one? Nope, let's move it out a little then. Yeah, I really hate how picky fairings are with completion. Oh, there we go. I just overrid it by deselecting it. Yeah, what if I don't care? There we go. So maybe having these up here isn't the best idea. Let's put them up here instead. Nice. Alright, this thing looks pretty weird looking. No, there's no interior view yet. That's planned. I think people have talked about that to the devs, and devs said, yeah, that's gonna come in later patches. This game is still pretty unfinished. That's what they mean by early access. Can be a little bit smaller, but transfer stage is better. Let's try Poodle Engine, the transfer stage. Haven't used that one in a while. This looks so weird. You guys hear any background noise? That's there's a crew outside trimming a tree that's hanging over this house right now, my house. So you might hear a chainsaw in the background. Do I think early access is just a cash grab? I think it was a cash grab by Take-Two Interactive. I don't think it was a cash grab by Intercept Games. Intercept Games has nothing to do with how unfinished the release was. I think Take-Two Interactive just pressured Intercept Games into releasing too early because they wanted a return on their investment of KSP2. If that makes sense. I'm just kind of frustrated with Take-Two Interactive being Take-Two Interactive. It is what it is, though. Just gotta kinda deal with it. Yeah, isn't that surprising, Mary? That's because I'm a small streamer. You can expect me to read almost all the chat messages. How are you finding the patch? Any major changes, improvements? It's way better, definitely, but it's still just as laggy, almost just as laggy as it was in the original release. Dan Burtney. Is Squad part of development KS2? Yes, they are. Squad merged with Intercept Games on developing KSP2 because KSP1 is fully completed development. Suspect the devs and publishers were having financial problems, so needed some money to come in. They also fired the tech lead, and his Twitter post said he thought it was a cost-saving measure. Huh. I didn't hear that. It's interesting insight. Okay, how good is this? Okay, yeah, we got plenty of thrust to wait on that. Let's actually use the more powerful decouplers for this one. Okay, this thing's almost done. Yeah, big streamers, it's not possible to interact with the person doing the streaming usually, unless you pay money for your message to be prioritized. I find that monetization system a little stupid, but it is what it is. I really like Twitch's system of channel points, where if you watch long enough, you get enough points to make a message visible to the popular streamer. But YouTube doesn't have that kind of feature. Honestly, I should probably consider like double streaming on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, because I'm not partnered, so I don't have that. Or no, they added the feature so that if you're partnered on Twitch, you could double stream. I forgot about that. That was kind of recent. But I'm not Twitch partner anyway, so that wouldn't matter. Not a Twitch affiliate. I stream on YouTube rather than Twitch because of convenience mostly. YouTube has a lot better of a chat features compared to Twitch when it comes to like how quickly it updates and how it kind of staggers things if there's a lot of people. How's the patch looking? Pretty good. It fixed a bunch of crashes and issues. I'm quite happy with it. If you know, I think I can pin the patch notes now. Let me scroll up and find them. And replace pin message. There we go. Okay. If you check the pin messages of the chat, you can click on that link to go check out the patch notes for this update. Whoa! The frame rate just dies when I grab the whole craft like this. It's only getting 4 FPS when grabbing the whole craft. Welcome to the stream, Rob. Playable is kind of debatable between players. Honestly, for me, playable is 30 FPS and above. For most people, for some other people, it's probably higher than that. But it depends on what you mean by playable. As of right now, I'd say it's playable. Oh geez, these SRBs are just enough. I should probably add the vector to that stage. Okay, that looks good, looks good, looks good. Alright, staging's good. What should we call this rocket? What do you guys suggest we call this Mun lander? Have they fixed wobbly rockets? Yes, they have. They tightened up the connections between parts, and I think they added an under-the-hood auto-strut feature that you can't change in-game, but it does do stuff. If they didn't fix it, you can also just go into the game's config and manually override the tightness between connections of parts, which is what I did before in the release patch of the game. A Mun attempt. Yeah, that's a good name. Mun attempt. This is Mun attempt 1. Yeah, it's good, it's good, it's good. Double checking staging real quick. Alright. All ready to go. Oh yeah, and who should we send? Who of these Kerbals should we send on this mission? Send Jeb. Where is Jeb? Oh, I think the game bugged out and acted like we killed Jeb even though we recovered him. Dang, I hate that bug. I guess they haven't fixed that one yet. We have Valentina instead. Yeah, the game killed Jeb, not me. The Kraken claimed Jeb. Alright, yeah, we could do Val. Alright, yeah, let's send Val. Rest in peace, Jeb. I don't think that's supposed to be there yet. Oh well. Let's go. Let's get the best angle and turn off the UI. Ooh. Oh, I love the sound effects of the rocket. pretty inconsistent between each of them. Oh, I love that noise. You zoom further out and it has like a crackling noise to it. Yeah, I agree, Zach. There probably will be performance issues on multiplayer's release, but multiplayer is at the very end of the pipeline. You can probably expect a lot of optimizations before then. Oh yeah, the sound design and music in this game are top-notch. I think there's an SW Dennis video that has all of the planetary soundtrack. There are a few celestial bodies in the game that have the same music as others, but that's because they're like pretty much the same in their classification, and that's why they have the same theme. Oh, I love that like sputter effect in the engine when you turn it off. It's a neat little attention to detail. I forgot to add good reaction wheels to this thing. Yeah, the Deb system's gonna be really fun to explore when Interstellar is introduced. How would time work for multiplayer? We haven't been really given any hints or spoilers on the dev's response to that question. I don't know. I assume they're gonna adopt the same concept that Dark multiplayer and Luna multiplayer use, which is the subspace system. And the subspace system is basically when you time warp, you get put into a new timeline, and you can manually click a button to merge timelines with someone else if you're both not time warping. If that makes sense. Zilrex. Oh, we're about to stage another engine. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, shit. We've got some spin. There we go. Oh, I love the particle effects in this engine. Oh, come on. Why is turning on this engine causing the whole assembly to tilt? It's like fighting me on the yaw axis. Yeah, I am playing on a gaming laptop, Zekta. If you scroll up in the chat, you should be able to see my laptop specs. Okay, my orbit, or my trajectory has fully deteriorated, and so has my control of the vessel. Mon attempt 1 is a failure. We're gonna have to abort this mission. That is my fault. Sorry, guys. This mission's not gonna land on the moon. Also, it looks like something else bugged out, and the fairing on the engine didn't detach properly. Come on. There we go. Had to kind of shake it off. Oh, Valentina will be fine. She's just not gonna land on the moon today. Yeah, the Kraken took hold of the wheel when I turned on that Poodle engine and decided to knock me off course. So I was unable to complete the circularization burn. I wonder if I'll be able to land this thing without any parachutes. Probably not, but it's worth a try. Okay, yeah, we need parachutes. Yeah, I need to start my gravity turn a bit earlier. I usually hesitate from doing that, like starting an earlier gravity turn, mostly because I get worried about the atmosphere stability. Like the atmosphere causing my rocket to flip over. Well, I recovered the whole lander. It's kind of cool, I guess. No heating in the game yet. Why not re-enter with a landing can? Yeah, that's why there's parachutes on the Moonlander. Plus, I tend to do that even with re-entry heating being a thing. We got any debris we need to clear? Yeah, let's do that. Still have the Lunar Netflix streamer orbiting the Moon. Same issue. Yeah, it could. I wonder if Valentina's gone now too from the Kerbal roster. I hope not. There's a good chance that's what's happened. Yep, she's gone. Damn. I'm gonna see if reloading a save fixes it. Yeah, that is true, yeah, and sometimes I do that. I wait for the Moon to be in the right position and then just launch straight up. So let me save the game. And then load that same save. And see if that brings the Kerbals back. Yeah, the Kraken keeps feasting on my roster of Kerbals. It's not fun. Damn you, Kraken! We're about 2 hours into the stream now. Let's see, do we have Val back? Nope. Ugh. I wonder if she's in the I wonder if she's in the training center or something weird. Or no, the training center's for tutorials. It would be the astronaut complex. How do I... It's not letting me select the astronaut complex. I guess it is the training center where you Get more Kerbals. I thought there was a way to like recruit more Kerbals other than the one you have now. Oh, there's no complex yet? Okay. Yeah, this would be the astronaut complex right here. Alright, let's do some planes actually. Because we haven't done any planes yet this stream. I mean, I did a space plane last KSP2 stream. Let's just do something basic and small. Oh, right, small. Yeah, I'm using methane-only tanks. I don't think I have to worry about dumping extra oxidizer. I will have to worry about dumping the extra monopropellant. Okay, center lift, center mass, center thrust. Oh, they made them have a lower opacity. That's nice. So they're not as obstructing. Ooh, and the preview for where you're snapping stuff has a lower opacity. Whoa, those are a bit big. That's better. Actually, probably want to use stabilizers instead of... Yeah, that's better. Okay. Yeah, that's a good call. Also, I should probably put these in a better spot. Get out of here, Parts Manager. Parts Manager is so clingy. Okay, that's good. And then I need to configure these. Oops, I meant to right-click them. Yeah. Advanced controls, we don't want yaw. Roll and pitch is fine. And then configure this one. No roll, no pitch. Or no, just no pitch. Well, actually, you know what? Just keep that one a yaw. And then these one pitch only, probably. I don't know, we'll keep roll on just in case. Having contingency controls is better. A modernized MiG. I don't really know much about military planes. I'm more of a rocket nerd. Okay, this looks good. I think because I'm a bit incompetent with planes compared to rockets, I'm gonna add some emergency parachutes to the side of this thing. Just in case. Alright, this looks good. Let's have... Who do we want eaten by the Kraken? Let Melster Kerman fly this one. Oh yeah, good point, Yan. I should go back and fix that. Did they add any new parts? No, they did not, but they did change the stats of a bunch of parts. You can click on the patch notes are linked on the pinned message. At the top of the stream chat. Okay. Center mass. There. Does that look good? Yeah, that's probably good. Okay. Yeah, 300 fixes. They fixed a ton of issues. The camera keeps going orbital mode and I have to hit V until I hit auto mode. A little bit annoying. That's alright though. Damn it. It said skip countdown for that button, so I pushed it again and it staged again. No, Andrew Parker, they haven't added reentry heating or effects yet. That's to come in a few patches later. Actually, it'd probably be a major update that they would do that, not a patch. Let's try that again. Wow, this is laggy. Oh my god. Okay, 2 FPS. 1 FPS. There we go. Okay, it kind of fixed itself, whatever that was. Oh, nope, it's back to 1 FPS. Oh. Is it because I'm looking at the ground? Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. Your camera angle is garbage because my frame rate is garbage. Wow, this is pretty much unplayable. Oh, okay, it kind of fixed itself for now. Let's hope it stays fast. Okay, yeah, it's whatever that was, it's gone now. And liftoff. Why are my controls so slow? What the heck? Does the center look really that bad? This thing controls like ass. And my game is dying. Oh my god. This sucks. Okay, that helps. If I look up at the sky, it helps a lot. Elevators are too small. Alright, let's see how well those parachutes I added work. And of course, the parachutes do nothing when I stage them. Oh, and no, they're armed. It just says it's unsafe. Okay. So I gotta slow down. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That seems like a safe descent speed. Parachutes on a plane. There is an option for that trident. I don't think it actually makes any difference to the performance though. Because most of the lag is the terrain renderer. Yeah, I'm running the default, which is maximum settings. Underwater plane. I wonder if the jets still work underwater. Oh, they do. It's not gonna let me recover because I'm still moving too fast underwater. I'm currently sinking deeper and deeper underwater. Alright, well... Yeah, it is. It does make more sense, Fireheart, for rockets to actually really sink better. They did overhaul the water physics in this update. Okay. Configure. Control surface. Bigger length. Big ass control surface. Doing this will probably help too. Alright. I think that's good enough. Let's save it and launch it. Which one, the early access announce or the announcement back in 2020? Or I think it was 2018. Wow, yeah, the stream has 150 likes. Thanks for hitting like, guys. Okay, let's try this again. What FPS in orbit? Pretty good FPS actually, like 50, 60, sometimes even 70 if you're high up enough away from the planet. Here come the giant lag spikes. I make sure not to move the camera when it does this. Yeah, my FPS is literally at 2 FPS right now. There we go. Alright, the lag's cleared. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh no! The Kraken claimed one of the wings of the craft. No! Yeah, that made no sense. I wasn't even pulling up that fast. I have a GTX 1660 Ti Trident. That's what the GPU on my laptop is. Okay. At least the camera is correct this time at the start. I don't think the wings are supposed to look like that. Let's try reverting the VAB and then launching. Yeah, I do run on a laptop. Oh, people have already reported that bug and even experienced it on streams and videos. They're just working on it. And I mean, the KSP2 devs can watch the stream, and I'll probably clip that portion to send to their Zendesk or whatever. Alright, I'm gonna give my voice kind of a break. I've been talking a lot this stream. See if pulling up's gonna shear off the wings this time. Hey! There we go. That is much better. wings flap a little much. Whoa! Okay, SAS is still very flappy. Turning it off. Okay, I should probably use precision controls. Doing much better than last time, though. Because of a much larger control surface. Ooh. This thing is really sensitive. If I just tap Q or E too much, it flips over. The music is getting confused on whether I'm taking off or landing. Or flying. Let's buzz the tower. Ugh. That was pretty good. Let's see if this thing can vertical climb. Oh, looks like it can. Very nice. Oh, bridge challenge? I could try it. I gotta get lined up with over there, though. So that may take a bit. That's probably a good idea, actually. Oh yeah, I do have better control at lower thrust levels. Good call. Maybe the higher speed is causing more stress in the wings, making it harder to make adjustments. Okay, there's the bridges. We are lined up. Wish me luck, guys. Okay, we're not quite lined up. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, no! Ah, I smacked the ground before making it. It was a good attempt, though. I almost made it. Can I go to the moon with this aircraft? No, it doesn't have any rocket engines. It would run out of atmosphere when I tried to get into space. Okay, we're gonna try that again. Ah, the wings got munted. I gotta revert to VAB and then launch. Alright, about a half hour and then I'm gonna end the stream. So I want to keep the stream to about 3 hours. That's kind of my time limit. I get kind of exhausted once I'm done streaming for 3 hours. So we got about a half hour to do this. It's enough time. lag spikes of death. You streamed for 8 hours straight? Ugh. That must have been really rough. Alright, smooth takeoff. Oh, come on! I wasn't even doing anything that would cause that. Ugh. Kraken decided to eat my left wing. Yeah, you're right. SAS was turned on. It probably wobbled it off the craft. Let's see, are the wings gonna be munted when I revert to launch? No, they aren't. Nice. Alright, SAS will be off for the duration of the whole flight this time. Ah, I scraped the engine on the runway. Actually, I'm gonna let it blow up. It's fun to watch. MK2 Rapier? Maybe. I mean, it is a lot less fuel efficient, and I think has a slower ramp up. That is a good point, Edmund. I could add some control fins to the front. But that would make it look kind of funny. Okay. Lesson learned. Pull up slower. So I don't want to scrape this engine in the runway right here. I should probably get a side view so I know how close it is when I pull up. There we go. Much better. A fire heart? I don't know. I don't know if you'll need radiators. Probably. But don't go too crazy on the radiators. Probably just like 2 small thermal control systems. Bruh. You know what? Fuck it. Melster's gonna take a dip. Oh good, the parachutes actually decided to deploy. Melster will not die today. There we go. It's gonna let me get Melster out. Oh well. Where are we on time now? Okay. 2.5 hours. I think we'll spend our last half hour... How are we going to spend our last half hour now? Let's send a probe to Minmus. Because I really like Minmus. I'm gonna land and probe on Minmus. That's my goal. Can't seem to find a good spot to put the solar panels. Guess that works. Mobile lander with wheels? I don't know if wheels are to be trusted in this version of the game yet. Okay, probe is complete. Let's get the rest of the rocket beneath it. Haven't had a reason to use the Labradoodle yet. I've heard the Labradoodle engine is really good for like an interplanetary transfer stage. That's not enough engine power. Let's try mainsail. Oh yeah, that's plenty. This time I'm not gonna forget stabilizers. Oops, that's the large one. I want the medium one. There we go. Maybe we'll add one to this one too. There we go. Check center mass. Alright. What if I have boosters on the boosters? Sounds like a really bad idea. Although, you know, add more boosters. How much thrust weight on that? Really? The kickbacks are enough on their own. Good. I need structural pieces to control this better first. Because this This is going to be very wobbly if I don't add these. Okay, almost done. Black and blue, that's a cool idea. Ooh, I like it. I like black and blue. No, let's set that as the agency color so that it stays black and blue if we choose to build something else. I think we should make these like... Oh no, that's already metal textured. Okay. Hang on. I'm just gonna do this for these specific parts down here, because I like the silvery metal stuff for the probe parts themselves. Alright, that's all. Ah yes, brace for the lag. That looks good. Alright, let's make sure the staging is correct. As a wise Scotsman once said, check yo staging. Looks good. What should we call this craft? You know, actually, there's one last thing I want to add first. I want to add some Separatrons to these SRBs for safety reasons. Is that facing the right way? No, it is not. And then attach these Separatrons to the stage. Yep. Minmus prober. Alright. Things are looking pretty good, and get rid of that stage. Alright, let's save it. I think we're ready to go. Let's brace for the lag and see what happens. Probe the hell out of it, yeah. Yeah. Oh! Whoa, things are a bit wobbly. That was a bit of a rough launch. Uh-oh, we're tilting, we're tilting. It's fighting me. It's fighting me really hard. There we go. Okay, we're stabilizing. We're stabilizing. And we are no longer stabilizing. We're now tipping beyond my attempts to stabilize it. Oh, never mind. Okay. Back in business. And I told the SAS to point straight up. Just the SRBs. The main rocket core in the center is not firing. Oh yeah, this rocket looks really cool. Maybe this should be the thumbnail image or something, I don't know. Maybe one of the shots of this rocket in space. Yep, you're right, Mary. The Kerbolese language is backward Spanish. separation. Ooh, look at that. I forgot what that's called, but it makes a nice flower out of all the detached boosters. There's a name for that. I'm glad I added those separatrons. Korolev Cross. Ah, cool. That's what that's called. Sounds like it was named by the Russian space program. They were the first people to go to space. SAS is doing its thing. I forgot that whenever you reach a certain point in the air, it tries to do your gravity turn for you. I don't like that feature, to be honest. I'd rather manually push the button to do it. Yep, that's what I'm doing now, Edmund. Turning horizontal to get the orbital speed. Still got about a minute until apoapsis, though. We got time. Ooh, this is a good shot, too. I think I'll get a shot of me doing the orbit insertion burn. Maybe use that one for the thumbnail instead. There it is. I hate how this indicator down here doesn't show T+ when you miss your apoaps. It just says T- and increases the number. That should definitely be a feature where it says T+ when you miss it. Stage isn't going to make it to orbit, but that's alright. That's a good shot right there. Beautiful. And... oh, we're nearly there. Look at that. Periapsis is rapidly increasing. And there goes that stage. Bam. Let's wait until we're actually at the apoaps. Because then we'll get more efficiency out of our orbit insertion burn. Point prograde when I do it. Stable orbit. Stable Kerbin orbit. The patch did make some difference. It made did a lot of quality of life stuff, basically, and bug and crash fixes. Martin. Okay, next goal. Minmus. First, we need to get on the same inclination. So I'm going to make a maneuver plan on the ascending node here. Oops, wrong way. Close enough. Man, I love these powerful reaction wheels. Makes moving to maneuver nodes super easy. Let's actually save the game right here. LKO. Just in case. Who knows? Something could go wrong. We can load from that save if something goes wrong. I didn't make this thing perfectly black. I made it like a navy blue and blue. That's kind of cool. They did fix the nodes. It's not a mod. I don't think the game even has proper mod support yet. Yeah, good point. Kurkovsky Gaming is a good point. I should definitely save when I get to Minmus orbit. And I'm also probably going to save again on Minmus descent so that I can load from that if I fail on my landing attempt. Why is it still telling me to burn even though I'm past? Oh well, close enough. 0.9 is close enough on the lineup. I don't need perfect alignment. Next, you probably need to burn, like, right here. Oh, Minmus encounter. Let's tweak it around a little bit till we can get it closer. Oops, come on. There we go. Okay, that's pretty close. I'm cool with that encounter. Yeah. Yeah, that is how mods are working right now, Jonathan Niddle. You have to, like... It's literally modifying the code directly. Which is a bit risky, to be honest. Time for the Minmus insertion burn. Or Minmus transfer burn? Probably a transfer burn. FPS is really good right now, if I'm not looking at Kerbin. It's like 40 or 50 if I'm not looking at Kerbin, and 20 if I'm looking at Kerbin. I overkilled the design in this thing. We have enough fuel to go to, like, Elu. Oh yeah, Fireheart. Mod support is in the pipeline, and all the devs have confirmed that it will be added eventually. So, we just have to wait. Mod support will probably come after career mode's released, is my estimate. That is a worry I think everyone has with KSP2. Okay, Minmus encounter. Now let's time warp to that Minmus encounter. And then save once we're in Minmus orbit. Actually, I should probably save right now and call it Minmus encounter. Okay. Just in case I fat-fingered the time warp buttons. You seeing that? The circle things aren't lining up with the trajectory line. Another bug to report to the devs. Oh well. It's not a game-breaking bug, though. It's just a visual bug. As you move closer to line up, yeah, probably. No, it still hasn't lined up. Oh, now it lines up. Oh, I love Minmus's theme. Alright. Periapsis, maneuver plan, retrograde. Too much. There we go. Wow. 60 FPS. It feels so freeing. Okay. Let's time warp down to the capture burn. Oh yeah, the music is enchanting. Probably the best word I could use to describe it. Perfect. Minmus capture complete. Let's save the game. Alright. Now let's pick a spot to land and land. Let's focus on Minmus so it's easier to see. This is probably the optimal landing spot, the glassy plains. Because Minmus is made of glass now instead of ice. Oh, whoops. Orbit's the other direction. We probably want to come in at a really steep angle. A really obtuse, or, keep it obtuse. It'd be an obtuse angle. Like that. Yeah, that looks good. We'll be landing next to the glassy plains, though, which, you know what, that's fine. Hopefully make Minmus some interior glass is slightly green, so it still makes sense. Yeah, I think you're right. It gets much more pretty looking when you get closer, trust me. Graphics mount? You mean my settings? I should be on max graphics settings right now. Perfect. Okay. If I show you here, let's see. Settings. Graphics. See, I'm on max settings. Alright, and then let's add a maneuver right here to retrograde all the way until I have no horizontal velocity. Good, okay. We are ready for descent. I'm gonna save again when we get real close to the... Whoa, look at that crater. That's cool. Music's about to get real epic, guys. I'm gonna stop time. Oh, hey, it's the game paused bug. Let's see. Minmus descent. Oh, what? There we go. Yeah, exactly. Game paused, game paused, game paused, game paused. Yeah, the game pause bug still exists, apparently. They weren't able to smush it. Oh, and the game instantly killed my craft. That is why we make saves. Okay, whoa. Camera is being weird. I just want orbital, come on. Celestial, well, I'm not in orbit, it would be... maybe body then? No? Yeah, there we go. Oh geez, this camera sucks. Chase? Nope. Horizon? Yes. That's what we want. Look, you know what? Screw the maneuver node. We're eyeballing it. Let's cross our fingers and hope the Kraken doesn't instantly eviscerate the craft above Minmus, like it did earlier. Seems like a good spot to land. Kill all horizontal velocity. I honestly really like the new UI for Axis, or for Vexidus, sorry. I think it looks pretty retro and cool. Clean separation of that. That, the landing gear, throttling up the landing engine. Things are looking good, guys. Oh right, because I killed all horizontal velocity. My retrograde's gonna be different. Okay, saved here. Let's time warp a little bit, but not fat finger it too much. Oh, is it, what's it doing? Oh, it's now doing the different kind of time warp. Alright, it's down to me now. All up to me. Okay, I gave that one a little too much juice. Now it's just drifting, kinda. Also, that is not the retrograde. We are moving quite far horizontally. Definitely should have added a dedicated reaction wheel to this thing. Dang. Takes little to no thrust from this engine to slow down. Figure how weak Minmus's gravity is. This is the engine at 4% and it's still slowing down our descent. I'm gonna try to kill more horizontal velocity here. Does that look good? Oh yeah, descent looks clean now. Oh, speed is set to orbit. There we go, thank you. That is much better. Now it says surface. All I had to do was click that. Welcome back, 6. You're just in time to witness Minmus landing. Minmus and its goofy, 2 meters per second gravity, yeah. Ooh, we're getting a little bit of dust getting kicked up here from the engine. And... perfect touchdown. SAS off. Solar panels out. And shutting down the engine. Let's go! Touchdown safe on Minmus. I think that's worthy of a screenshot. It was a great success. Why don't I do gravity turns? I just get nervous when it comes to atmosphere in this game, especially at high speeds, high altitudes. Because I've had many space planes just suddenly, spontaneously combust because of a slight movement I did in the upper atmosphere at high speeds. So I usually either line up the moon or planet I want to go to directly and go straight up, or go straight up, leave the atmosphere, and then turn all the way horizontal. I think engine's lower than landing legs. No, actually, it was higher than landing legs. The landing legs were just, the damper wasn't tough enough to hold the craft up off of the engine. The engine's scraping Minmus because the landing legs aren't... the spring in them isn't set to the highest setting. How are we doing on stream time now? Oh, we're over 3 hours. Alright, well, I think that's a good spot actually to wrap up the KSP2 stream for today. Thank you everyone for tuning in. It's been a really fun journey playing on the new patch. 07, yeah. I'm not very good at outros, so I'm probably just gonna cut the stream off at a random